LEGO Ideas is the best LEGO theme, and in today's video I'll prove just how innovative and creative the sets are. But before we can get to that, I have to explain how we get these sets because that's exactly why they're so good. LEGO Ideas is more than just a label or a category on lego.com. First, a LEGO fan submits their design on ideas.lego.com. Once it gets the necessary amount of supporters, it goes into a special review process where a team goes through and figures out licensing, if there is any, the feasibility, and more to determine if the set is actually doable. Once the set gets approved, some minor tweaks are made by a design team, the box is created, and the sets are shipped out to stores. Some notable recent releases from LEGO that have been really popular actually come from this category. You might remember the Botanical Garden, but you might not remember that's a LEGO Ideas set. The Colin House, Jaws, Disney Pixar Luxo Jr., Italian Riviera, Mineral Display, and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory were all recent releases from LEGO Ideas. By the way, I covered most of these sets in previous videos, so if you like LEGO news, I'd highly recommend subscribing because I cover stuff like this all the time. As far for our approved sets, we have 10, and some of them have been sitting in the approved category for quite a while. First, we have Tintin by TKL86. It has 1,665 pieces. As far for this set, the last time I covered LEGO Ideas was in July, and this set was in the approved category. We haven't received any updates since then. Actually, the last update we got was in June, which was LEGO announcing that the set was approved and that they would be working out the release dates and the final details, but we've heard nothing since. If an idea is approved and then not released for, I think it's a year or two, it goes into the parking lot, and then if it doesn't get released after a certain amount of time, the set eventually becomes rejected. At this point, I'm a little worried this might happen with the set. There's been absolutely no rumors or leaks about it either, so I'm not feeling very confident. Next, we have E.T. the Extraterrestrial by Lava Brick. It has 2,990 bricks. Last time we discussed the set, it was in the review process, and I said I thought the set was highly likely to get approved. Now looking at, for example, the Gremlins Gizmo, I definitely can see that this one will have a strong appeal. They might do some tweaking when it comes to the body, but the face, honestly, looks immaculate, and some of the build techniques are very similar to Gremlins Gizmo and then also the 101 Dalmatians, especially when it comes to the eyes, so I don't think they're going to tweak that really at all. The side builds of the flower pot and the sweets are perfect, and I'm very excited for this one. Next, we have La Catrina by Yap1172. It has 2,894 bricks. I 100% think I know when this one's coming out. Last time we talked about this set, it was in review, and I was pretty sure this thing was going to come out. I and a lot of other content creators think this set is going to come out in August or September along with the Halloween sets. We've been getting Day of the Dead sets released with the Halloween sets, and we did just get the Sugar Skull, so this feels like, I want to say a level up, but like this is like so far. This is like going from level 1 to like level 100. It has a lot of really cool customization, and I really hope the final design team does not remove those. The skeleton looks incredibly accurate. Look at the scapula. I saw that and I was blown away. The dress has lace on it. This one to me is so deserving of that LEGO Ideas title, and like, it's so good. Next, we have the Smurf Village by Half-Blood Baron, and it has over 2,700 pieces. I covered this one, but I wasn't sure if it was going to be coming out because of licensing things. They just came out with the Smurfs movie, and I thought if this was going to come out, it would kind of coincide with the movie. By the way, the only reason I know that is because it was a musical, and Rihanna was in it, which this is the closest we've gotten to a new album. I am genuinely surprised to see the set in here, but that's not a bad thing. I went through a Smurfs phase, and I do love the IP. I played a lot of Smurfs Village in 6th grade on my iPod Touch, which I just made myself sound super old. I saw someone else talking about this, so I don't want to act like this is my original thought, but the inside of these look a little bland, and it seems like the insides might be the same across all of them, so I'm hoping that the design team definitely messes with this a little bit. Granted, this is nothing against the Half-Blood Baron. The LEGO design team has a lot more in the wheelhouse that they can use to make these sets. They can make custom pieces, they can make custom color pieces, and they can do custom printed pieces. So obviously, they will be able to spruce up the inside a lot better than fan designers will. Next, we have the Ramen by McDud, and pieces are unknown. I had thought this set was unlikely to get approved, but I can be wrong sometimes. And that's not to say I don't like the set. I just thought that LEGO wouldn't want their pieces used like this, but you know what? I can be wrong. And I'm happy with that, honestly. I think it's really cool. To be clear, I actually really love this set. I think it's really, really cool. I just thought it was too unique in the way it used pieces, but I was wrong and I'm here for it. I have been gifted a lot of off-brand Lego, and I did get a ramen bowl set that I haven't built, so I probably will go through and build this as a members only video to get a good idea of how the final product on this one might turn out. This one though is really cool. I don't think that they'll need to do much to it besides figuring out the final piece count. The whole concept of this though is around building your own ramen bowl, so here's what you end up building. Curly ramen noodles, chashu bacon, egg or darker marinated nitamago egg, shrimp and panko, pressed nori algae, cooked shrimp, many variations of mushrooms, Naruto maki fish cakes, pak choi cabbage, corn, chives, and broth. So it kind of has everything you need, and as a ramen lover, I'm here for it. I think this is great. Next we have Lego Godzilla by Matt E720, Pieces Unknown. Like Tintin, I covered this in my last video, and also like Tintin, we've had no new updates on it. I haven't seen any rumored releases or leaks, so I'm also a little concerned this one might end up in the parking lot. I do think this set is incredible. I don't know if I'll personally get it. I think it's gonna kind of come down to what it looks like final product wise. Only time will tell. Next we have the Snoopy Campfire by Bossados 64 with 340 pieces. Like Tintin and Godzilla, this was in the approved category in the last video. I've seen rumblings and rumors that it was going to get released or it was going to be a gift with purchase, and honestly all those days have come and they've gone nothing. In the description it says it's supposed to be a 75th anniversary set, but we only have 2.5 more weeks of 2025, so that's not helping this. I'm a little unsure about the future of the set. I'd love to see it, but I don't know what's going on with it. Only time will tell. Next we have the Floating Sea Otter by His Brick Materials, Pieces Are Unknown. Oh man, we are 3 for 3. The weird thing with this one is I have seen rumored release dates, but the closer we're getting, the more unsure I am. LEGO has announced over 150 new sets will be coming out on January 1st, and this was supposed to be one of them. It also was rumored to have set number 21366, and it was supposed to be between $50 and $60. It wasn't in this last wave of big announcements, which is weird. There still is a ton of time for it to get announced, but it's a little weird that if they drop that many at once, it wasn't in there. They sometimes announce sets, especially if there's hype around it, really close to the release date, so that could be happening with this one, or it could be not coming out. Only time will, I don't want to say it again. Next we have Downton Abbey, High Clear Castle by Bro 3 with unknown pieces. This is a newly approved set, and I have to say, Downton Abbey fans are so excited for it. My only experience with the IP, truthfully, is from Bob's Burgers from the episode 0 LARP 30. They have like a not Downton Abbey, but Downton Abbey show that they go to the manor to go LARP, and it goes sideways. But anyways, that's my only experience with this one. I really do love the aesthetics of the set, and from what I've seen online from Downton Abbey fans, it's really accurate. I can't speak to that myself, but they like it. It's also supposed to come with 15 original minifigures for characters, which is a lot. Also, the amount of detail on this one is insane. I know it's a licensed IP, but it's done really well. Next, we have the Go-Go Power Rangers Lego Megazord by Truman Bricks with 1,225 bricks. Okay, so if you had me place money, and I'm not a betting woman, on which set I didn't think would get approved, it would be this one. It seems really heavily IP based, and I feel like I haven't seen like Power Rangers collaborate with anything like this. Not really that I've been paying attention, but I don't recall a ton of Power Rangers like licensing things that they've done. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know anything about Power Rangers. I was never the target audience, but obviously 10K people loved it, and from the comments on it, people are really excited, so I think it's great that this set got approved. As of right now, this is all we have approved, but there are some in review that I want to talk about. I'm not gonna go over all of them. There's 150, but we're gonna go over a few. First, we have the Outer Wilds Adventure by Tintin Slimes. This looks absolutely incredible. It actually reminds me a lot of the camping series by King Creation on Bricklink. I actually had to look that up because the way that they stylize their sets looks very similar. Not saying this is a copy or anything like that, just like a style thing. I really like this, and King Creation sets have gone nuts on Bricklink. So I will say, Tintin Slimes, if this doesn't get approved, put it onto Bricklink. Next we have London Early 20th Century by Bricky Brick, Pieces Unknown. This is not a modular, but I desperately want it to be one. For one, it goes with Tudor Corner perfectly. I mean, we got a haberdashery, and then like, I mean, do I need to explain? Look at them. And then for the second thing, it has a lot of the things my Lego Modular City is missing, like a post office and more apartments. I really need more apartments. And then the third thing I really liked about this, a lot of modulars have these like back alley things, and it has this arch to get into them. I have a modular here. Actually, let me hold this up to explain it. I just finished this one and I have no more shelf space, so it's on my table. Oh, that leaned back. That was a little scary. But a lot of the modulars have this like back alley area, and this has a cool gateway into it. So I think that would be really nice if there was a way to make it more accessible like that, because I do think that would be really cool. I'm gonna put this down because I'm wobbling it in one hand. That is a stressful one to hold in one hand, can I say. That will be one of my next videos, by the way, so I guess subscribe to see that. I didn't mean to make it a plug, but like, I don't know, that will be a future video. Truly, I would really love to see a LEGO Ideas modular. Some of you, not me, but you have amazing ideas, and like the execution is always crazy from people who can build modulars or create modulars, not build them. I can build them, but I need instructions. Like this is me. This is, if I want to build a modular, I need this and meticulous attention to the book. Next, we have Gravity Falls, The Mystery Shack. I really hope this gets approved because Gravity Falls is a really great IP, and I do sometimes rewatch it. This does feel a little embarrassing to admit as an adult, like not like how rewatching, for example, Adventure Time a few years feels. This one feels a little bit more embarrassing, but it is true. The show's really cute, and it reminds me of my little brother. We have a 7-year age gap, and so the TV remote was kind of a thing that we all fought over, but that was a show that my brother, my sister, and I could all sit down and watch together. By the way, my sister's only 3 years younger than me, so she could kind of go either way on shows, but that was one that we all liked together. The set looks great, and I really don't worry about them looking accurate because the inside of cartoon homes a lot of the times don't make any dang sense. So as long as it has some of the iconic locations, I'm good, but I really wish this would. I don't know though. Next, we have the Classics Computer by Poveda Bricks, Pieces Unknown. I really love the retro sets we've been getting, and this one would be a great addition. For some reason, it really reminds me of the other classic LEGO Ideas sets that we love, like the typewriter and the globe. It looks really well done, and I'm super excited to see what the LEGO design team could do with this set. It comes with a few different screen options, like the Game Boy. This looks really well done, and I'm sure with what the LEGO design team can do with like printed pieces and custom pieces and stuff like that, this set would be absolutely incredible. Not to mention, it would just be nice to get a set without licensed IP. Next, we have the Telephone by His Brick Materials, Pieces Unknown. Speaking of sets that look like they belong on Bricklink, there's this one. This is also the same guy who did the floating otter. I don't think I would have ever realized it if I wasn't like grabbing the basic stuff about each set and kind of was like, wait a minute, I recognize that name. I have seen other building block companies do the rotary phone, and I do think they are really, really neat. I do get a little nervous when it's an off-brand LEGO set because I've been burned really badly. I also really like the LEGO instruction booklets, and if I have to spend so much time looking at something to build something, I really want it to be simple for my brain. I do think this one's really neat, and I do like the aesthetic. I do know that Fantasy, who I am totally fine with, does have a rotary phone kind of thing. It looks really neat, but it's like got a lot of embellishments for me personally, so this one's a little bit more dialed down. Looking at it visually, I'd imagine there's not much to fix there, but if they could add the function where you go like that to the number, that'd be really cool. I don't know what that's called. I just remember it from movies growing up. I'm in this weird age where my siblings don't know what that is. I know how it's supposed to work from movies, but I never used it, so I think it'd be really cool. Next, we have the Working LEGO Pendulum Clock by Brick Just Builder, Pieces Unknown. Okay, but this one truly to me looks like it's at the caliber of the piano. Obviously, I haven't seen it work in person, but it looks just immaculate. I need a word beyond immaculate. I actually would rage if this one doesn't make it through review. You cannot tell me this set wouldn't be insanely popular. There's no licensed IP, which I am super down to get less licensed IP sets. And the working aspect of it, the grand piano is so beloved because of the working aspects, because it's like a working mini piano, and you could never tell me that this set wouldn't do well. I rarely get like such a strong conviction about things, but when I do, I'm stubborn and I'm set. And like LEGO, if you don't approve this, you're wrong. Next, we have the Working Modular Fairground by Baron von Baron. It has 3,000 pieces. I am very partial to modulars, if you couldn't tell. I have Boutique Hotel and Jazz Club right off camera, and I have a second Boutique Hotel to make it a double build. Yeah, I love modulars. But this would look incredible in a Lego city, and it has all this really cool functionality. I think a park in there would be amazing. I do worry because it's a modular and an idea set, they would reject it just because they don't want a modular coming out of ideas, but like, it would be so good. It's really neat, and the functionality aspect I think really makes this set. It has a Ferris wheel, a carousel, cotton candy machine, and so much more. I hope this gets approved. I would definitely buy it. I've talked a lot about sets that have already received support, so I do want to highlight one that I personally have supported. The Autumn Forest by Coaster Zoom with 4,891 pieces. It looks really neat. As somebody who's just personally a plant hobbyist, but also I love the Lego Botanicals and the garden series that we've been getting, I think this would be incredible. I love all the different varieties of trees, and I do think there is a way to modify this one a little bit so it doesn't look super close to the Autumn Garden. I do think the Autumn Garden is going to make this one hard to get approved, but I would love to build all the variety of trees. There's a way to do this. Lego Ideas to me is a really fun spot of innovation for Legos. If you see a set that's a cool misfit, usually it comes out of Lego Ideas, but I think that's what makes the category so special. There's not really a set thing that it has. So you get a lot of sets that are like nothing you would see in any other Lego category. I also want to reiterate through here, I do think everyone's submissions are great. Even some of the ones that got rejected that I covered last time, I think that they're fantastic. And I think it's so cool that there's people out there that can design these well enough to submit them. So like, kudos to everybody who has submitted anything on Lego Ideas, because I think it's absolutely incredible. I am so excited to see what we're getting next, because we've gotten so many amazing sets this year. And if after seeing this you still don't think Lego Ideas is the best category, your opinion is wrong. No, I'm kidding. Anyways, with that said, I do want to say thank you so much for choosing to watch my video. Out of all the videos on YouTube, I'm a small channel. I only have 8,000 subscribers, which I know is a lot, but there are people who are Lego content creators who are at 1 million, pretty close to 1 million. It's a little old me, even though I think the concept of 8,000 people hitting subscribe is absolutely insane. Wants to say thank you so much for choosing to support me, because that means the world to me. Comment down below, let me know, is there any sets that you wish I covered that were in review that I did not? What were your opinions on the sets that I covered? Because I love to hear from you guys. And with that said, I will see you guys next time. All right, bye!